Everyone, thank you for checking out the show, the live show. Special announcement I'm going to make. Thank you for downloading the show in the future, and uh, and for all those who come live, I'm waiting a few seconds, see what's up, just to get some interaction here. I hope I finally got sound. I've been having issues with sound. All right, so I'll just start. Um, I just came back from Borinquen, aka Puerto Rico, Rich Port Island, and I went to visit family, and I like to give a prayer out to my great aunt Ida. May she recover. And it's a daily struggle, but also it's a daily smile because no matter what obstacles is placed on the people, I'm always impressed with the Boricuas on the island. I'm always impressed with with your strength and always with a smile. Just gonna wait a few seconds. Man, I got a special announcement to make as Behike of Arayeke Yukayak and also the Cyber Behike of the Taino Fun House. I like to offer my services in a universal way as a spiritual leader to all people throughout the world, not just Taino, but also people with spirituality in their life who need some direction and so on. And the special announcements, and I just want to put myself out there um, and say that if you need a home, a spiritual home in the cyber world and also in the real world, the 3D world, right? Hey, your place. I'm going to announce that. Oh, if you can hear me, if you can't hear me, let me know. I've been having a lot of issues. I posted some videos already. Let me see. Over. Wow. Do meditation. Beautiful, beautiful. That's awesome. It looks like it's can't I can't get the characters. What country you're from? I want to guess Korea. Taken over by fallen angels of darkness. Oh, fallen angel in darkness. Hey, the best medicine for that is a smile. Turn on the candle. Get a flashlight. Uh, so basically, I came from Borinque and I spent like 4 days over there. I was on a retreat. I was helping out some ceremonial. I'd like to thank Sarah Fox and my sister Sarah from Culebra. Sarah Fox is from Ireland. So, and I met up with Cesar. I wanna post a video on that about Cesar, who is the last Bejique in Nahuaque. And he's also a firekeeper. He works with wood. He heals through the wood, through the smoke, the good smokes, the original good smokes. And that's Cesar. I'm gonna post another video. I've been having issues with my equipment. It kept overheating and I kept losing sound, so I want to apologize. Uh, I didn't want to scrap the videos. I didn't want to delete them. The visuals were amazing in Yunque, but here's the problem. The problem is that my equipment kept failing on me due to the moisture. It was sometimes it rained and my equipment got rained on. Uh, it was difficult. I'm having it downloading Juan Gonzalez full interview in which I filmed a lot of the stones on El Cerro de Bojique. There's a lot of things that we haven't learned yet as a Boricua people, as a Taino people. A lot of stuff was lost. A lot of stuff still preserved on the island, both physically and spiritually. So much. So what I'm gonna do is you can email me on Taino Fun House at gmail.com or THF1491 at outlook.com. Sanakodi, check out your messages, see what I'm across. Oh man, you're not the only one. I mean, I've been locked out of Facebook, left and right, Messenger, I should say. I'm trying to get back into my messages. That's why I'm using old school emails, man. It's the only thing that works for me. But I'll try to get back in there, definitely, man. Sorry about that. Hey, Ivory, what's up? So check this out. I got a special announcement to make. I was speaking to Juan Gonzalez. I met with him. We had a great time. He's an elder. He's abuelo, grandfather. You have to understand the land that he bought back in the mid 1980s. He was buying some farmland. He's a farmer. His father was a farmer. They have roots over 100 years in Sidra. And here's the thing. And this is what blew me away. When he bought this land, there were a lot of stones on the land. A lot of stones. So the land was a little cheaper because of the stones. You really can't farm all these stones. But when he saw the land, he noticed something about the stones that were really that really that really hit him. It spoke to him, in other words. And if anyone knows about stones, they speak loud and clear, especially if you have that Taino blood, that indigenous blood. And guess what happened? The stones did speak to him. So he bought the land. So little by little, it used to be farmland a little bit, but it was a lot of it was abandoned many times because of the stones. And you're gonna see in the video that I pray I'm able to download. Right now, YouTube is giving me a hard time downloading. It keeps failing the download. But here's the thing. Let me skip to the good part. Okay, I sent you a video from meeting at Halloween. Okay, cool. I gotta check. Oh, okay. I'll check my email out. Woo, old traditional email, right? So basically, Juan's land, okay, is um full of all these huge stones. And many of these stones, when you look at it, they definitely look like bate stones. And these are these bate stones. Those are the ones that create the vortex creates the portals where you can play the Batu game and ceremonies. So to make a long story short, they wanted to build a road on his land up in the mountain where he lives. So he got some archaeologists to survey the land, and what they found was this was a site that's only equal or second to Caguana. And Caguana is the ceremonial Bate site in Orocovis, Ayuya. And what they found out was around 600 Common Era settlement began. And this is what I call, this is my term, a Taino hospital. And this is where the Behikes, the medicine men and women, would practice their medicine. The whole area is surrounded by plants, medicinal plants that date back to 600 Common Era to the 1500s. I can't wait to show you that video, but I do apologize. It's taking me too long to download. But he explains a lot of the things, what the dynamics. So we're way up above this mountain, and this is where the medicine people would do their ceremonies. Now he's found bones, he's found artifacts, and you can still find the artifacts right in the soil. There's also a mount which probably contains hundreds and thousands of years of bones of the medicine people that were living there. he found these huge balls, which I'm gonna show you the photos of. I call them these medicine balls. These circular, really hard. It's a mixture of like stone and plant matter. It's amazing. Um, what else? So here's the best news. Here's the best news. Um, back in 2016, no, back in 2018, I built a ceremonial lodge there with Taino called Guanara, with the Northern Says Sweat Lodge. I was taught by Crow Nation, Irvin Sings Good Steward. And so we built a lodge there right after Hurricane Maria, a healing lodge. And so through the years, I taught him and he did some ceremonies, but no longer he's doing ceremonies. So he commissioned me to to continue the tradition now that he can't anymore. So beginning this next spring of 2026, March 19th, it's gonna be a ceremony right there. It's gonna be our first ceremony of the year. And I want you all who are listening, if you're interested, please write me. And financially, if it's difficult for you to go to Puerto Rico and stuff, we're gonna work as a tribe. We gotta get you there if you really want to go to to find some healing in your life. Or if you want to be a helper, please let me know. We've done this before through Nahuatl. We did some trips in which we were able to rent vans and buy local food to cook. It's possible we can do this. Um, I plan to do Taino teachings. He's planning to do also teachings on the land and what he's learned and so on. Um, so I don't want to get too heavy on this, but basically that's what's going on. Back in 2018, I also received this ceremonial staff from Nahuatl, and this ceremonial staff was created by Bahike. Um, has the carvings of Bahike Cesar Medina, and this is some hard wood. This is Guayacan wood, and this staff was given to me to bring people from the diaspora to Borinquen for healings. Now, ever since the death of Dr. Yare Melendez, Nahuatl hasn't been active, but after meeting with Cesar and meeting with some other folks like Juan Gonzalez, we're gonna try to keep this ceremonial tradition of Nahuatl alive and well, because it was Yare's idea to do ceremonies at the Cerro or the Bahique, the hill of the medicine people. So I just want to put that out there. I'll be explaining more as we go on. There's some of the people I know personally that I would love for you to come. And this staff is still active. Many people think Nawake is dead, but Nawake is not an organization. Nawake is not even a tribe. Nawake is a belief that the land is alive and well, that the land is mother. So Nawake in English means my abundant land. And wherever you're from, if you're from the north, from the south, wherever you are, I invite you to come to Borinquen and to experience the abundant land that is our Earth Mother there, uh, and so on. Wait, what's up, Cyber? Cyber family, right? That's right, we're still here. So, this is gonna be November, December, January, February, and March. We got 4 months to plan this out. Okay? And man, I got some other videos I'm gonna show you. So this blows, traditionally we read the history books, it looks like they say that the Mexiques used to be with the caciques and tribal council, but according to this region in the Cerro de Bohiga, the Bohicans live far away from the Yucayeke. And they maintain the batugin, they maintain the ceremonies, they maintain the medicine. So people had to go to them. So this is This is a little different from the history books. This is a this is the Earth telling us what happened. There's so much stuff that I wish I can share here, but it's just little by little. But seriously, you got to come to the land. I also want to say, since the 1980s, the Lakotas, different medicine people throughout the world, when they found out that this place was open and this place was, the Cerro was alive and well, they will come in ceremonies. And Juan has taken tons of pictures through the years of medicine people coming, including the Lakotas, the Maya people, and so on. So why not you? Why not you? Come. Juan, myself, we got the ceremonial lodge alive and well. Um, he has a kitchen, he has a place, a dining room area, and and the lodge itself can fit 10 people. Okay, so we need at least 10 people. Okay, so if you're really interested, this is what I want to do for the next 4 months. I'm going to set up a Zoom meeting, and if you're really serious about it, let me know. Hit me up. I'll give you the Zoom meeting information, and we can meet on a weekly basis or bi-weekly, and we'll start working. And in 4 months, we're gonna be in Borinquen. So if you're from Quisqueya, you're from Cuba, or wherever you're from, maybe you're in Nebraska like April, we're gonna get you down here. And I'm not saying Borinquen is the best island. I'm just saying it's there for you. We want to serve. Juan, myself, we want to serve. If you're from a different Yucayeke, you're invited as well. Bring energy, bring your love for the people. So please, I'm telling you, this is a this is not a secret. This is public. Juan has commissioned me to spread the word that the Cerro de Bojique, the hill of the medicine people, is alive and well. I'm gonna post some photos that he shared with me on that, and I pray, please join me in prayer that this video can download. It's giving me problems. I believe because of the rain. It rains a lot in Cedar now with the climate change, climate crisis. It's been a lot of rain, so some of my equipment got wet, and I think that's the problem with a lot of my videos. You can't hear the sound. Um, but I'm just telling you, I'm a servant. One is a servant. This is what medicine people do. They're servants. And if you need that healing, if you need that reconnection, we're gonna get you there. We're gonna get you to Borinquen. Okay. We're also gonna travel to a Yunque or Yuke, the White Mountain. And the White Mountain is, the reason why our ancestors call it the White Mountain, because the clouds are right over the peaks. The White Mountain, and that's also it's enchanting, that mountain. There's a video I posted on the river there, and I tell you, and of course, it's an island. There's plenty of ocean. So I apologize for the poor quality of sound in my videos. I was frustrated, but you know what? Sometimes words fall short of understanding, true knowledge. So with this medicine staff that I have right here from Nahuatl, we have Cesar Medina who has committed himself. I'm gonna reach out to the different Yucayekes and invite them. And if you're not part of one, it's all right. If you're not Taino, that's all right. Doesn't matter. What's the only requirement is if you're a human being, come on in. We got plenty of lizards. We got plenty of mosquitoes that are gonna join us. We got plenty of coquis. They'll be joining. We got plenty of hawks. Yo, for the first time in my life, I met a hummingbird. They're tiny. I didn't know how tiny they were, but they're beautiful. The hummingbird. I couldn't believe it. Um, so man, I got so many stories to share, but I'm gonna dedicate a show to just stories that I learned. So I know it's kind of late for many of us. I know in the islands is an hour ahead, but I want you to really think about this and forget about the money. Money is just it's monopoly, okay? Money's monopoly. It's paper. It's green paper. Or if you're into crypto, it's digital, right? Um, my goal is to help you get there. Wish I was a millionaire, but like a true monopoly player, we're gonna get the money. All right, we're gonna get the money. We're gonna get you there if you really need to go. So I'll give you. So we're giving us 4 months. 4 months, okay, and we can get this done. We need at least 10 people to make it really fun. For the lodge. Um, I'm just trying to think now. So we'll need some cooks. We need at least 2 drivers. I can be one of them. Negotiating those hills is kind of rough. One of the videos I posted, you gotta be really careful with those hills. But oops. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. That's what the Taino Fun House is all about. Also, I have some special news, and this is where April's gonna come in, who's Lakota. I do have some land in New Mexico, and I'm hoping by the summer of 2026 opening the land for ceremony there. There's going to be a bridge between the diaspora here in New York and as far as New Mexico, not too far from Roswell, and I'll be conducting some ceremonies there, inviting the Pueblo, the Apache, and all the different tribes from the area, the Navajo, to come as a way of unity. And also, like April taught me, New Mexico is the #1 state of missing and murder indigenous women and children, men. So, not far from the land, there's a mountain, and in this mountain, they found bodies and skeletons of these missing people. So, I'm working on a special project. So, not only are we going to go to Borinquen, but if you're really interested, come with me to New Mexico, and we're gonna build a Taino Fun House there, little by little. Eventually, the goal is to have people living on the land, um, and we can be a bridge between New Mexico, North America, New York, and the Caribbean. So I just want to throw those news out. A lot of news. So definitely the spring we're in Borinquen and ongoing, and this summer New Mexico. The New Mexico location is going to be more of a camping trip. Um, so there's no physical structures, but we can do some camping there. The same thing in Borinquen. If you guys are interested in doing camping, I'm working those details out. Instead of traditional lodging like a motel and stuff. So please, I'm looking for volunteers. I'm looking for leaders that can help put this together. And so please hit me up at tainofunhouse@gmail.com or tfh1491 at gmail.com. And April, if you're still here, we're going to New Mexico. That's right, we're going to New Mexico. We're finally going out there and see what we can do. Okay. Hold on a second. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, I need to visit. I'm never gone. Well, hey, but you're going. You're going to Borinque. Yeah. I do want to share a story. I was walking. It was in one of the videos. There was a fire ceremony, and I got there late at night. You can see someone when I met the women it was dark. So I was going down to the fire ceremony, and I was intrigued by this huge leaf. It was huge, um, and it looked like prehistoric. So then I went to touch it, and I took a step, and all of a sudden I saw this beautiful orb. It was white. Okay, it was maybe the size of a ping pong, you know, and it caught, and I just stopped, and I felt like a child. I felt like a kid. Like, whoa, what did I just see? And I just froze, and I was watching it, and it had extreme intelligence because it was like watching me, and it was hovering and so on. And then at that point, it happened like a second. Uh, Sarah grabs my arm, and she basically saved my life between the orb and her. Because one more step, I would have been over the cliff. I probably would have been dead. Knowing me, my head would have hit those boulders, and or maybe I would have gone woof straight down that cliff in the Yunque, and I would have been dead. So that orb and Sarah, they saved my life. And I remember telling Sarah, I mean, I didn't even care about that. That was the last thing I was thinking of, was falling off the cliff, because I just kept thinking about that orb. And then I said, Sarah, calm, calm. It was like pitch dark. And then she's like, Sarah, oh, be careful. So then we stood by the edge, and the orb appeared. Sarah, if you can see this, please write in the comments. You did see it, right? You're a witness to it. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is my interpretation of it. I definitely would have been dead of my carelessness, you know, and my curiosity. Sometimes curiosity will kill the cat. Because one step, I would have been dead. Uh, but thank God, whoever that orb was, whatever ancestor that was, it saved my life. It wasn't my time yet. It wasn't my time to die. I'm convinced. This happened to me many times in life. Maybe it happened to you. Someone intervened. So I just want to say that the ancestors, they're one step away from us. They're behind us, beside us, in front of us. And all we have to do is not just believe, we just have to be. You know, we have to honor them. And I know our ancestors believe in this. All the tribes believe in this. Um, so it's possible. It is possible to understand these mysteries, los misterios, right? So man, and then later on when I went to my room, uh, I had to go through a path, and to my left was also the rainforest, but there was no cliffs. No, not that area. So you can, I just stood there, and you can feel the presence. You can feel the majesty of the rainforest there. So please, I beg you, if you really want to make this commitment, I'm gonna help you get there. Okay, definitely. We're gonna do this together. Okay, and especially now in this world, there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of hunger. There's a lot of environmental crises going on. Um, we have to stick together. This is what it's all about, and we will. We're gonna be strong, just like this staff. We're gonna be strong. And I'm a bridge mate. I'm a bridge builder. I need bridge builders from the diaspora back to the island and back. Okay. So I like to leave you with that, those thoughts, and I'm gonna work on that video, and hopefully you can see Juan Gonzalez explaining all the stones, and all the stuff that he learned on the land. So spread the word. The Cerro de Bojique, the hill of the medicine people, is open to all people. Please let me know. We're gonna work it out together. Okay. I'm just gonna say a few words to people who speak Spanish. Uh, Mira, te quiero decir, como Bejique Saracori, te quiero invitar al Borí para ceremonia y unión, ¿ok? Juan González, abuelo, está invitando al mundo entero para venir y celebrar la unión que es indígena y familia. So, por favor, me deja saber en Taino Fun House, gmail.com. Yo voy a dejar el correo abajo. Por favor, necesitamos líderes buenos, gente buena, y vamos a seguir en la lucha como indígena taíno y como indígena entero, ¿no? Y te hablo pronto. Thank you all. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. God bless. Po Watukan.